Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Higurashi When They Cry, Episode 7. Wow. I know I keep reiterating this in my reviews, but I love how dark this is. This is so, it's so dark and it's so intriguing though, and I love watching it. Okay. In this episode, apparently Shion went missing, and Keiichi, the investigator doesn't necessarily suspect Keiichi, but he's the only one who can talk about it because he actually knew that they went into the shrine. Apparently, other people do as well. People have been mumbling about it, so I don't know who spilled the beans that he went into the shrine. I mean, in this episode, Shion did say that she told the village that she did tell the village head, but the village head disappeared, okay, as well. And the end of the episode was creepy as all hell because Keiichi gets a call at his house from someone who claims to be Shion, when in fact he very cleverly deduces, okay, I really love Keiichi, I really do, because he's a very intelligent character. He really is, because he very cleverly deduces it's not actually Shion because she disappeared, and so I'm guessing that was actually Mion. This episode is the climax, or the next episode, sorry, is the climax of this arc, of the second arc in this season. So we're obviously, it's obviously all going to be wrapped up there, okay? I cannot wait because this was really fun good. Now, one thing I do want to talk about in this video is that this episode seemed to be centric around Rika a lot. Rika in the first season didn't really get that much screen time. I mean, she's basically the young, long blue-haired chick. Okay, she was still at the festival at the cotton drifting festival in the first season, and she did the dance as a shrine maiden, basically. But other than that, she didn't really get a whole lot of screen time, but she's actually getting a lot of screen time here. And she was actually the one, I couldn't remember her name in my first review, but she was actually the one who was cutting herself up basically at the beginning of the first episode of this arc with Mion laughing at her maniacally. Okay. I have to say something about that though. That kind of does spoil a lot of stuff when they do that. But anyways though, basically we learned that her father and her parents died at some time in the past due to the curse of Orishio, and Mion seems to really hate Rika. She shows in this episode she must really fucking hate Rika because she's saying oh, everything's Rika's fault, she's a cursed child. Satoshi, who's apparently, we learned that Satoshi is actually her older brother, which we didn't know before, so that's kind of interesting. Apparently, Satoshi did so many things for her, and she rejected it. She didn't care. She's a cursed child. She's evil and whatnot. Getting all crazy, and then of course when Rena shows up, she gets perfectly calm again, perfectly normal again. So there's definitely a lot going on here with Rika. Okay. And I really think that's going to play in. They were building it up so much in this episode that I really think that's going to come into play as for the overall. I think she's going to play a major role in answering a lot, if not all, of the questions in the second season. Okay. That's my theory, anyways. I really think that she will. Because the way that they were building her up is this evil, cursed little girl is frightening almost. Okay, really. And then of course the end of the episode, like I said before, with Mion, I have a feeling that Keiichi and Mion are going to end up confronting each other in the next episode, and Keiichi's probably gonna die again. Okay. Actually, there is one scene that I have seen before from this series, which is with Mion smashing a nail through Keiichi's finger with Shion basically locked up in a cage behind her. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen in this arc, but it would make sense because Mion's obviously got nuts and Shion is missing. So I'm not sure if it's gonna happen next episode or this arc or anything, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I loved this episode once again. I loved this episode once again. I thought it was really good. So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.